What is going on, everyone? This is DKmagician and I welcome you to another Mardek episode. We are going to do the Legion Arena today. So, as we often do, let's see a little bit of Legion. Legion is level 37, so this is going to be probably as easy as the other arenas, I guess. He has extremely high stats, as you can already see. He actually doesn't have any resistances, but yeah, he more than makes up all that HP bar. Like, it's really a lot of HP with the Scarab of Health. This time this guy is like beefy and like Mediator because I just swapped the equipment, you see. He has a little bit of status resistances. This one has to do with his like automaton skill, and the other ones to the Scarab of Health. Skills basically, I taught him all the skills he could learn, and I'm very happy with this. Legion is definitely like maybe the most versatile kind of character, so I'm pretty sure that we'll have no trouble against like any type of enemy that we might see. Yeah, this stuff I already taught him some offensive stuff as well. Defensive, not as much, but there's not that much you can do because he has very specific set of equipment, you see. These are the ones that I think he can learn offensively, I guess, and these ones defensively. Yeah, very well, these ones are actually pretty crappy. He has just 2 resistance, water, dark, and yeah, damage. Whatever. And as for the passives, just like we did with the other characters, we basically boosted all his vitality and mechanical body for the like, because he is an automaton and gives him like 3 immunities. His good immunities are nice. And loot finder because yes. Well, I could just use strength, but whatever. Let's loot our enemies, why not? Equipment, as I said, is very limited in terms of weapons and defensive stuff. So basically, he's using the stuff that I acquired throughout the adventure. And yeah, I'm not swapping this. This is actually pretty crappy at this stage of the game, but whatever. It just stays like that. I think we'll be fine. You already know the drill. These are going to be the equipment for probably all the characters I have, because these 2 are extremely great, especially together. And as for the equipment, I think we should be fine. We have remedies, we have ethers, so yeah, let's go. Are you ready? Yes. Legion, go. Here's the funky music. Round 1. We got yeah. Probably enemies are gonna be a little bit stronger because you can attack them all, so expect that, I'd say. We'll see. You know, Skellizer is definitely stronger than the enemies that are like in Mardek, and yeah, you know. Well, this one's not really. I think we can just Tsunami. And there you go. Yeah, Legion strong. Round 3. We got an eye. Eye. What do you say to an eye? Eye. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, resist water. Don't you know that? You shouldn't use water against me. Well, that's a lot of damage. Poke, poke, poke. Shield. I shall not die. Yes, you will. Shut up. Yeah, very easy. Round 4. We have these guys, which will be extremely easy because you already know the drill. We have the elemental thing to answer that. In the case will be the earthquake, so we shake the ground and these guys are down. Easy. Now round 5. We got the dark eye. I like dark eyes as well. I like everything, not just the blue eyes. Or, yeah. I'm DKmagician, so I like dark eyes as well. Dark eyes. Well, actually, it's red eyes. I'm thinking about red eyes like dragon. Well, never mind. Let's proceed. This round was very easy as well. So round 6. Oh, now it's the Earthy Boys. Yeah. Hello, Earthy Boys. Do you like thunders? No! Yes! That's a lot of thunders. Alrighty. Well, the only thing I can complain about is that Legion has quite low MP. So like spirits, probably weak against dark, right? Right. So bye. Nice. Now round 8. These guys put me to sleep. I don't like that. Ah, come on. Wake me up. Please poke me. Legion, wake up! Nice. Okay, we can use light and dark, so let's use dark. No! Oh, annoying enemies. Wait, I shouldn't have dodged that. Now Legion will stay asleep a little bit longer. Well, at least they don't deal like that much damage. You know, I regenerate all the damage. So yeah, this is just waiting until he wakes up. Okay, good. Dark. Please don't miss now. Nice. Now let's regenerate our MP because, you know, low MP. This fight is rather easy, so let's just hope that I eventually wake up. Which just happens now, and no! Don't miss now, Legion. Nice. I don't like those dodgy boys. That's why I hammered them. Round 9. We have a Griffin. Ouch! That hurts. This guy knows Thunderstorm. Whoa. Let's use Fire Red on this guy. Whoa, that was a lot. Let's use it again. Nice. That was a lot of difference, you know. Solar Flare. Fire. Nice. Round 10. We have a Trilobit. Ouch! That was a lot. Better not miss my, you know, my defensive stuff, otherwise I might actually die in this fight, and that will be a shame. Let's put them to sleep. Aha! Now we regenerate a little bit, and we can probably use this, I guess. Okay. Well, a shame. Well, we just can use this, I guess. Yeah, he's not waking up anytime soon, so acid. And we poison her. Nice. Now let's use MP. I feel like I'm being kinda scummy in this fight. But you saw how much damage that thing did. Well, let's do this. Let's use this. Now you are bleeding and poisoned. Oh, that was just so much damage. 600 from poison. Whoa. Let's see how much he's doing. Crap. Normal attack. Crap as well. Yes. Siphon, I think it's 98%. Or maybe it's venting pressure, I don't really remember. Yeah, and I fought already so many of those. Let's acid. And yeah, he's dead. Acid again, I guess. Bye. Poison and bleeding, great combo. And yeah, my guy is like overpowered as well. We got another Trilobit staff, which is kinda useless at this stage, but yeah. Congratulations, fighter, you have won. Out! Ah. Okay, let's just have a look at Legion equipment. Obviously, just like Meriador, he can't learn anything from it. But it's kinda puts his stats like right nicely, you know, for strength, 2 across the board. Yeah, it's pretty reasonable, I guess. And this is the part that we already know. Let's learn about Legion. Don't forget, that guy is actually 4 guys inside a soul. This is actually a religious reference because, yeah, in the Bible there's a part where there was a guy that was being tormented by a lot of demons. Yeah, I already talked about this during the main story, but yeah, just to remind you of the backstory of Legion, and yeah, those two were responsible for this guy being alive. Mostly these, but you know, Meriador, but Gloria also did the spell that's, yeah, prepared the spell, so yeah, and this guy totally failed at 4 souls in the Legion. So let's hear about this crazy dialogue that we're going to see. This is going to be extremely crazy, bro. I must say, existence within this metal shell is not quite as miserable as I anticipated. Nothing could be as agonizingly miserable as what I anticipated, but this does come despairingly close. Gods, I'm depressed. Oh, this is not so bad, is it? We're getting to experience reality in such a novel and fascinating manner, which is a chance that few will get. How many would say that they saw reality through the mechanical eyes of a metal shell? A kind of novel and unusual punishment, more like. Just another to add to the long things I have endured that others just don't. Bloody curse. Curse? Oh bother, I shouldn't have mentioned that. Now you'll just end up hounding me about it, and that horrible Baron will mock me endlessly about it. Yet more cause to a abjectly crestfallen. Yet more ammo that to add to my arsenal against you, you sniveling wimp. But you are such a pathetically easy target, like shooting that fat fish in an otherwise empty barrel, using a hilariously large cannon. I want to kill some things. You will let me slaughter some things, ugly knight. Oh, I will cut you while you sleep. Not that I wouldn't do that anyway. I'm a that machine. I deliver that. So what we have to put up with? It's nothing but misery in here. Poor agonizing turtle. I wish I was dead. Again, properly. We're not bad, yay! Where am I? Who are you? I don't understand. Now I remember, I am made of metal. Yee! Just when I thought I couldn't feel any worse, I do feel worse. Oh, gods. That mind's madness would drive me mad if I wasn't busy being driven to the sheer and utterly eye-leaking despondence of it by it. Not that these fake eyes can leak, and they give bad vision. This metal brain isn't very well made. It's even worse than the time I was stuck in that sarcophagus for 3 weeks and... Oh, shut up, will you? I long for the day when I can simply kill you. Nay, annihilate you utterly from existence. Cleave your mind to nothingness, feed you to a soul devoured. Believe me, I say that I long for that day too. God, I'm depressed. Please excuses. Maybe you'd prefer to carry on with your adventures instead of listening to this schizophrenic bickering? Don't worry, I'll make sure this body follows you despite this internal mess of misery, malice and madness. I am so very glad that I became an expert at meditation in life, a very useful skill indeed. I love this dialogue. But I wouldn't definitely like to be Legion, you know. Imagine you are 4 people at the same time, yeah, like a Portuguese writer called Fernando Pessoa. Go and read about him. He has like a thing that, I don't know how to say that in English, but yeah, he has pseudonyms, which basically incorporates another personality and then he writes as if he was a person. And yeah, you have Antonio Campos, Ricardo Reis, and another one that I don't remind of. Crap, my Portuguese teacher wouldn't like me. Yeah, but basically you have one guy that is very simple and likes to go with the sheep. You have another one that is stoic and is in a relationship, and you have another one that is like crazy about you know, about inventions and advancements and such. Yeah, that's why I remind about him. Yeah. And yeah, this dialogue about these four guys is extremely interesting, and I'm eager to read the rest. What do you want, little cretin? Meriador made you souls come into this metal man so he could hear about the afterlife, I think. What's the afterlife like? What's dying like? It's very depressing and much more painful than you'd think. Or maybe that's just because I died while choking on a sausage. That's very humiliating. That must be a shameful end for you. Compared to most of my life, it was barely a blip on the shaman. It's not true though. That's not how I really died. Oh, it was something different, but it's too depressing to talk about. I don't want to make you even more miserable than you already surely all are. Yes. Anyway, for your question, dying for me was painful, as I was killed rather than dying of any natural or peaceful causes. But the experience afterwards is surely what you're interested in, so I'll get to that. It involved a darkness and a feeling not like unlike dreaming, which you eventually intensified until it was like some fuzzy image clearing up, difficult to explain. But then there was a tunnel before me, a path through some trees in the most marvelous of forests, more vibrant than any in our material reality. Ooh. Following the path was irresistible, so I went into the forest, elated but now hold on a bloody minute. I saw no fancy forest, nay! When I was slain in battle, I fell into a void, a swirling vortex of darkness with claws glowing at me from all angles. I had to fight them off. I don't remember that. I remember being in a building, like a university, but it was quiet and dark. Nobody was around. It was rather depressing, really. I wandered around for a bit, but it seemed to get darker and darker, and are the corridors changed for all the time. I turned around and see new paths, not where I'd come from. Eventually, I opened a rickety old door and ended up in this rather miserable black desert. Black as murder. Most depressing place I've ever seen, and that's saying something. Ah, the Black Desert. I arrived in that. The vortex dropped me there. Except it wasn't really a desert, was it? No, it was beyond our four-dimensional perceptions. Calling it a desert is a metaphor at best. A metaphor at best. It was a very lonely place. Dark, but not evil. Not evil? Ha 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 ha! I was bad, so of course it was evil. Yet, no. Maybe it wasn't. It made me feel small. Wait, no, not small. I am the mighty Baron von Doomkill. I rule this place, this desert. I felt empowered. Yes, darkness, haha! I don't know what they're talking about. Pixies, pixies, fading red, well, pixies, no desert purple. Then shut up, you simple swine. It was immense, this desert, and time didn't flow here, or at least not as it does in the material world. It was not the afterlife I had been expecting. What of the necropolises, or the dreamlike wonderment of the malleable mind stuff? It made no sense. Nothing happened here. I thought I was in hell. Ugh, we were. I bet all miserable humans end up in there to spend eternity wandering all alone in that dark, dismal desert. I prefer that gloominess to one of those horrible, smelly necropolis places, though. Happy people make me feel depressed. If that was hell, it was no hell I wish I would be the part of. I wish to rule demons. I wish to battle the lords of hell. Well, it wasn't really hell. Not that sort anyway. I think it was the anti-life, the place that Galaris oversees. Didn't you see him? That the miserable bloke in the cloak with the sides, skull for a face, hard to forget. Gave of this air of gloominess that make terrible difficult for even to my usual cheerly self. Ah, yes, the skeleton man. Ah, ha, ha, ha. It's all coming back to me now. He and I had a duel, but I let him win. I feel sorry for the poor maggot, you see. Ha ha ha. Wait a minute, isn't the anti-life the place where sinners go to? The ones who need to cleanse themselves of evil? Why did we all end up there? Like it's not obvious? Ah ha ha ha! Kill, kill, kill! I will rule the world once more! The anti-life isn't necessarily for people who did evil. It's for people who, deep down at the core of their souls, they don't feel good about themselves. Feel like they need to come to terms with that they did in life. They need to feel sorry for themselves, you could say, or like they need to be forgiven by themselves. Don't understand why I was there really. I mean, I usually not the kind of mope. When you put it that way, perhaps there is a reason why I was there. I did not die content. Yay! Never saw no desert pixies! No, no, I didn't went to hell. Yeah, Lord loved me, he hated me. That yellow mine is barely uttered a word. Did it share our experience, or did it two see things entirely different, colored by its own life experiences? Let the fool be silent, it gets on my nerves. I'd tear it to ribbons if I had the means. I'm difficult to write dialogue for. Fair enough. We all really. None of us are nearly as funny as we could be, which is depressing. I bet you didn't know I was going to say that. It's not like I'm predictable on anything, or a one-dimensional character, or a quarter of one-dimensional character. Gods, I'm depressed. Well, Mardek, you're still here. Forgive us. We've gone on for quite a bit here. Sorry to hold you up. Come now, boys. Back to the game. We have to tell more about this another time. I love this dialogue. I want more. No, not medieval. Legion. Oh, great. Wonderful. This knight is talking to us again. Now we have to actually sit through the grueling misery of coming up with things to say. Perhaps I could talk about why I think I end up in Anti-Life rather than in Necropolis. I've been coming up with theories for that, why it was we four were summoned into this shell by the spell, and oh please, as if anyone wants to listen to you. You are the most boring of we four minds. You have no absurd personality traits. You are bland. Nothing to say is worth saying. Are you talking to me? You may as well have been. I'm not very interesting. I'm rather pathetic, really. Never did anything with my life except getting cursed. God, I'm impressive. Did you know that? Nobody ever pays attention to me, so I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't. Bah ha ha ha! Everybody hates you too. You're surely miserable wreck of a grud. You do not deserve to do this automaton of annihilation with me. To share this to share the place, yeah. The almighty Baron von Doomkill. I am the lady's favorite for sure. Ha ha ha. So I was saying, since I was killed by my husband, no less, when he poisoned the cave in which we both once lived in the Canonia woods using the art crystal, which I implored him not to seek out. Well, now we know why the tainted growth exists. Interesting. Do we need to listen to this? No, we do not. Why can't we all listen to me? I am the best. Well, I will tell you about some of the more of majestic massacres with my most satisfying slaughterers, or the time I beheaded that little blind orphan girl when she. I'd later interject you to tell you that I'm feeling very depressed. If I weren't already mad, this will drive me more mad. It's indubitly vexing me sharing all this canister of cranium with these less than charming characters. You don't talk like that, you know. Get that to screaming incoherently about pixies before I make you scream in pain. Wahahaha. I need somebody to mention pixies. Oh my no, yo yes or no why? And you were probably expecting to get some worthwhile and satisfying dialogue from us very sir knights. Well, your armor is dirty. And I'm very depressed. Can we just move along? Now I hate listening to me. Okay, this is funny. Let's see if he says something else. I don't think so. Doesn't you make you feel miserable seeing that you're on the same level as insects or arthropods? Sentient arthropods, they're nothing, and we're nothing. We're just going to die miserable deaths, except me, because existence just loves to turtle me. Ugh. Well, if I had to pick my favorite soul, that would probably be the blue one, like the shaman one. I like calm people, you know. And the one I don't like less, I don't know, maybe I don't like. Well, I don't like Baron Vodun Kill, but I don't like the depressed purple one. I feel sorry for him. Like, he's just so depressed. It's not nice to be depressed. Like, if you are depressed, you should seek help. That's what I think. But yeah, then again, this is not like a counseling channel or something like that. So go and search for places where you can read about that if you feel depressed. I don't want to end this on a low note, so yeah, I'll just say what I already said. Dialogues in this game are wonderful, and the Legion's dialogue was absolutely incredible. Now, I'll have to level up other characters in order to get access to their party dialogues, which I'll be doing, like off camera, obviously, because I'm not going to show grinding, obviously. And teaching them some skills, so they can do some skills against the arena, I guess. But yeah, I'll do that off screen, and then I'll be back for more episodes of like arena and party dialogue. So that will be all for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you around for the next one. Bye bye.